Amy.
And I'm Donna, I'm Amy's mom.
And we are both friends of Brandon's, and we want to talk to you today about something that Brandon and I have in common.
We met Brandon this summer at a gathering of the MHE Coalition in Kentucky. We're in Kentucky now. And Brandon and Amy have a disease called, a disorder actually, called multiple hereditary exostosis. And it causes bumps to grow on their bones. So sometimes you'll see Brandon's bones look a little bit different from everybody else's.
Or sometimes you'll see that he's doing things that not everybody else is doing. Like maybe he can't sit on the floor, or he can't carry books or things like that. Because that's what happened with me. That I had a lot of problems when I was Brandon's age with carrying my books for school and sitting for long periods of time and sitting on the floor. I also had to use every once in a while like a wheelchair or a cane or crutches to get around. And because sometimes these bumps need to be removed, occasionally I would miss school because I had surgery. And when I came back to school, people would see me in my wheelchair or using crutches, and they'd have questions. So what helped a lot was when people would just ask questions and I could answer them. I think that when it comes to understanding about what Brandon and I have going on with this disorder, it comes down to something kind of weird, or I guess not weird. It's a little bit hard sometimes to keep track of, because sometimes I have really good days where I don't need any help sitting, I don't need a cushion or anything like that, or I don't need help with walking. I can walk just as far as I want. And then other days it's very, very hard to sit and it's hard to walk and my body gets very, very stiff. And when I was in school, the other kids thought that it was different. That it was different. That sometimes I could do things and other times I couldn't. So what was it like for you with me being in school and having this disorder?
I found, we had to make a lot of accommodations for Amy, and we spent a lot of time talking to the schools, and I'm sure Brandon's mom and dad have spent a lot of time talking to his teachers and his principal to let them know a little bit more about what's going on. And we're making this video to kind of let his classmates understand. We understand he's had a new bench so that he doesn't have to try to get down on the floor. Amy can't cross her legs very well, and that makes it really hard whenever you're on the floor. Brandon might not be able to carry his books, so sometimes maybe he might need some help from you guys to do that.
But, in the end, Brandon is a normal kid, and I was a normal kid. We just have something else going on.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets to be a bit of a hassle sometimes, but I wouldn't change my life the way it is. I like how things are, and I like my body being the way it is, even if it is inconvenient every now and then.
And I think that's what we want to say to Brandon and to all of you all. Just keep it real and keep it normal.
Mm-hmm.
And just whenever he needs help, just be there for him.
I think that's it. Well, it was nice talking with you guys today, and be sure to, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask them, because I bet Brandon would be, or if not Brandon, I bet your teachers or Brandon's parents would be willing to answer them. So, bye guys.
Bye.